Hello! This is Mr. Axebane, and this is episode 9 of Sailwind. Gonna hop right in. And I was in Gold Rock City when I last played. Now, I did a few deliveries after the last episode, so off camera, as it were, and made a lot of money. And I already spent some of it to add some things to the ship. As you'll see now, I've got the grill, I've moved it over a bit. I bought a table and a knife and a smoker. And I have not used it yet, but apparently it takes a lot of firewood and takes a while, maybe up to half a day. If you slice the fish, it will take less time. But the cool thing about smoking fish is once they're smoked, apparently they will never go bad after that. So it'll be like a ration that I can take across the ocean, because I may be crossing the ocean kind of soon. I'm getting ready for that, you know? I'm ready for that as far as how much money I need. I actually have enough money to buy that big ship over there if I wanted. And eventually I'm going to buy it. It's probably the best ship in the game. You know, it may not be able to hold the most cargo. It may not be the fastest, but it's extremely stable. It's almost impossible to sink it unless you load up a bunch of copper above decks. You know, above the... Because you have a lower cargo deck. And anyway, I'm not going to buy that yet. But I have the money to buy, like, basically anything I wanted. Well, maybe not the most expensive ship in the game, which it's not for sale in this region anyway. Anyway, let me hit tab. Well, and of course, also, wait, before I do that, let me show you. I moved one of the shelves. I brought a crate of firewood over here. Kind of arranged things a bit here. So it's fairly tight, but this is my fishing, grilling, smoking, chilling, reading, drinking water. It's my everything. It's my living quarters, basically, from back here, like from the wheel back. Because the rest of it is cargo, and then sometimes I'll put cargo here. Plus, I bought some extra crates of firewood and fishing hooks and firewood. And I might even buy a bit more, because I've got all this freaking money, and also I might be smoking a lot of fish. You don't really have to do that, you know, even if you cross the ocean. What I could do is stay in an inn before I leave, so my nutrition is fully refreshed, and I won't have to worry for a while. And then I could bring sealed crates of food. You know, and as long as I bring a little bit of variety, I'd probably be fine. And also not open too many crates at once, because once you break the seal, it starts to go bad. So before that, you're just have as long as you want. Anyway, so there's ways to deal with it. But one of the ways I'm gonna do it, is like a lot of fishing, like a ludicrous amount of fishing at some point until I'm sick of it, and then smoke a ton of fish. And actually, in this update, since the most recent update, which is still fairly recently, actually, it's a little bit buggy, but if you have a crate that you can't open, just save and then reload your game, and you should be good. Sometimes the crates get bugged, but you can open crates. Oh yeah, I haven't even opened this one. Yeah, well, it's firewood. It won't go bad. I'll go ahead and break the seal. I'm definitely going to use it. But in case you were going to sell it as a commodity, of course, you would leave it sealed. But this firewood, for instance, you see I can open it up and get these out. In the current version of the game, fairly often I've had ones get bugged where I can't open them. But then after saving and loading the game, they should all work. So if I check these, they should all be working. Yeah. And a lot of them are unsealed, or are still sealed in this firewood, but I just haven't bothered to break the seal because I don't need it yet. Anyway, once I empty one of these crates, I can put stuff in it. I can actually store my own stuff. So once I smoke a bunch of fish, I can load up a bunch of crates. Well, I don't have to load a bunch, but I can load some crates, and those will be my own rations for the trip. Now, of course, fish alone will give me the protein, but if I want vitamins, I'm going to have to eat some kind of fruits. Either bananas or oranges. I don't think apples are in the game yet, if they're coming, or anything. But there's dates. I guess those should count as fruit, I assume, as well. Anyway, so as long as I bring a little bit of variety, just like a crate of, you know, bananas or oranges. Anybody got any oranges? I don't think I've ever found oranges in this region, actually. Maybe they're out there, but anyway, I got a huge amount of money. I have 3,613 Al-Ankh lions. And I know it might seem crazy, like, what the heck? It took so many episodes just to get, you know. But once you get about 1,000 or so, it's also around the time that you know, you've done enough reputation. You can do as many missions as you like, and you have a good choice. But also, you get to the point where you can afford trade goods for the entire shipment. I've already done that a couple of times off camera, you know, between episodes. So it probably only took me 4, 5, or maybe 6 deliveries. I didn't keep track, but it wasn't that many actually since last episode. And I mostly did trips between Gold Rock and Al Nalim and Neverdin and Al Nalim and Alonk Academy. I really like Al Nalim. There was a lot of good opportunities there for trade goods and such. Anyway, I've made a lot of money on trade goods. And so basically, after you play this game a while, like at first it seems like it's really difficult to make money, and you think, oh my god, I'm going to have to fish for all my food and come up with the cheapest possible things and do this, avoid spending money on anything. But really, it's like it is like that at first. But I'd say 20 or more hours in, you start making more, and then especially 30, 40 hours in, you should be making a lot, like much quicker, because you're doing a lot of trade. Anyway, it's time to buy some more stuff. Got all of this money. I actually have, like I say, I have enough money. In fact, let's check it out. Let's say, I have to go to the mission office to do this. I'm going to look at the coin conversion rate between Al Ankh lions and gold lions, which obviously must be solid gold. And those are the large coin that you must use to purchase the ships. Okay, so here this is only in like the capital cities and stuff, I believe. So you can't do the currency exchange at any old port, but here in Gold Rock City, of course, we can definitely do it. So we can go to click on the currency exchange thingy, and all I have right now is the one that's already highlighted in yellow, actually. So the only thing I can do is further highlight it in yellow. Anyway, this one I'm circling, of course, is Al Ankh lions, but these are all the other currencies that are in the game. But the one that we need to buy ships is, of course, this one on the right. And that would be, of course, the gold lions. So if I wanted to convert Al Ankh lions into gold lions, I would first select the Al Ankh lions on the left side, or yeah, on the left, top left. And then there's all of these buttons on this row where you can add ever so much of whatever other currency you want, or how much you want to use of these Al Ankh lions. How much do you want to sell of that currency, right? So I actually need to, no, it's not. I thought I knew how to, oh, hang on. Okay. Actually, I left click on the gold lions on the top right to convert. So if I was to try to convert, no, that's not right. That's not right. It is the first way. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So if I did 3,600 of Al Ankh lions converted into the one at the bottom here, the gold lions, I would get 126 gold lions. That's a lot. And I already spent some on that grill and stuff. I actually had over 4,000. Now, 126 is not enough to buy everything in the game, of course, or anything like that, but it definitely could buy that ship over there, because that ship that's here at this port in Gold Rock City, which is, once again, probably one of the best, if not the best ship in the game. Again, it may not hold the most cargo, and it may not have the most top speeds, but this thing is fantastic because it's so stable. So it's excellent for the ocean travel. I'm definitely going to buy it, but I'm going to wait and buy it because I'm going to save the best for last kind of thing. I'm going to buy 1 or 2 ships before I buy this, maybe. This is 75 gold. I mean, that's like, you know, a little longer, I could have 150 of these gold lions. And when I did, you know, I could buy 2 of these freaking things. You know, you wouldn't, obviously. But the point is, I can buy almost any ship, if not any ship in the game at the moment. Now, if I bought this one, I'd also have enough money left over to outfit it, of course, with supplies and furniture and customize it, you know, put a bunch of lanterns and all this stuff, right? So I basically got enough to buy a ship and then add to the ship and customize the ship. I mean, I have all this I have a ton of money, but I want to try to cross the ocean in something small, because I think once you're well experienced, you can actually do it if you're careful and you don't take a heavy cargo, you know. But I think I am going to customize this before I go. Put a bigger sail on it. I'm still going to go with a lateen sail since that's the only thing I really know how to use properly. So I'm gonna get a bigger one, I think. Now, I can afford some of those nautical instruments. I can get, or navigational instruments, I should say, for the trip as well. I can buy a bunch of those. I'm not actually going to buy everything, but I'm going to buy a few things there. Now, of course, this is one of my goals too. My first goal was to get the fishing rod, the hooks, and the grill. My second goal was to get some furniture to customize the ship. I've done that, and now I've actually even added a grill, smoker to go with the grill, and I added, I've got the 2 shelves that I added before and all that. Plus, I got a table now. The third one was to buy some of these navigational instruments, and the fourth one was to cross the ocean in this small ship. So I'm getting really close. I'm pretty much there, but I want to prepare properly. So I got to make sure I'm either going to smoke. Well, I'm going to smoke a bunch of fish. I got to catch a bunch of fish, and then I'm going to put them on the smoker for a while. Do a bunch of that, and then I'll buy some fresh fruit, because I don't even know if they sell a good fruit option here in Gold Rock City. Honestly, you can get almost anything in Gold Rock, but I don't think I've ever found the bananas or definitely not oranges and stuff. But I know you can get bananas in other ports, and I don't need those necessarily, but I need something to get my vitamins while I'm on that trip. Maybe dates would do it, and you are able to buy those here. But just to make sure, I might get something else. Yeah, here's dates. You can get them individually, and then here, yeah, of course, I can buy those. I can buy those as a trade good, of course, as well. So they're definitely an option. So I'm going to think about that. I'm going to kind of peruse the market, and I may not buy the ration. Well, if I do buy, I'm not going to unseal them yet for whatever type of nutrition I try to get, other than fish. I'll be catching my own for that, of course, and smoking the fish. I may go ahead and buy another crate of firewood. I'm going to need it eventually, and I got like a pretty large amount of money. So, all right, so time to do a little bit of shopping. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what my next destination is going to be, but pretty soon, maybe once I get to grips with a new sail, if I put a bigger sail on here, once I get to grips with that, I'll be looking to get a mission with a very lightweight cargo, probably going up northeast to Fort Astron, to a whole nother region. I'll have to cross the ocean, which will take at least a week of game time. So I won't see land for a lot of days. And I definitely, like I say, I'm going to make sure it's a very lightweight cargo, and that I'm not at all top heavy in the slightest, so that if I happen to get stuck in a storm out in the open ocean, it won't be quite so disastrous, hopefully. Alright. What do I need to buy? Also, it looks like I've spent enough time rambling that it's going to be sunset soon and the market will be closing kind of soon. Alright, well, I'm going to buy this. Oh, you know what? Ooh, I'm going to get the good spyglass. Oh my god. Can you zoom in? Oh yeah, you can zoom in and everything. Sweet. Oh, I'll finally be able to ID things from a distance. Because there are definitely times when let's see if I can put that in here. Yeah, there are definitely times when an island, or actually a ship, can look kind of like an island from a long distance. So it'd be nice to be able to look and, wait, is that the island I'm going for? Because that'll sometimes throw you off, and it'll actually be another merchant ship out there. I'm going to buy this ocean map. Thank you extremely very much. I'll be mounting that in my ship pretty soon. I'm going to do this quickly so I don't run out of time. I'm going to buy a quadrant, which is very affordable, actually. You should buy this pretty early if you want to start learning how to navigate. Speaking of which, I can buy this, but I already have it. And I'm going to buy this freaking sun compass, which actually is also very affordable. 41 coins. Ha. That does nothing. Because, of course, these are not gold lions that I'm spending. These are the Owl Ankh lions still. And I don't have another inventory slot, so I'm going to have to take that. And the market's closing up. That's okay. I got what I need, actually, for now, I think. Because I'll probably be buying fruits. Like, I could buy some dates here. I can get, that's... it's a small crate, though, I might get one of those. But let's see, where should I put this for now? I'll just place it here, where I'm going to be slicing meat in a second here. Anyway, Yeah, I could get the dates. Let's see if they're still open. But either way, I'd really love to have like a crate of bananas or, like I say, oranges. But I've never found them in this region. I think. All right, they're still open. Yay! For some reason, the market sounds are gone though. It's the haunted market now. Oh Lord, I don't know if I've seen that before. Here it is. Dates. Thank you, sir. This will be my personal dates, not a trade good. I'll have to somehow remember that. I guess I'll throw these maybe near this firewood over here. If we, whoop, wrong thing. If I rotate it, oh, that's not. Hang on. Yes. No. Anyway, if I just put this here somewhere, should be fine. I can't get a good angle. Let me crouch, perhaps. It is actually nice to crouch a lot of times to place cargo. You can get a little more precise. You move a little slower when you crouch, so you can kind of get more precise motions. Plus, also, you can kind of get down near an item and like pick it up, and then like kind of change its rotation like this, you know, easily, and just kind of like just put it right there. That way, it's nice and out of the way. I can still get around it, kind of. I don't know if I'll leave it there, but anyway. Gosh, I ramble a lot. Sorry. Now, speaking of which, I rambled so long that my character is thirsty, slightly hungry, and a little bit tired. This is probably not worth it to sleep at the inn at this point, although I'm effectively rich right now. So I probably will, actually, because I don't want to just be eating rations. I don't want to have to go fish at the moment. Plus, it'll be the next day, so if there is anything else I need to buy, I can buy it. Oh, and I may go, yeah, like the shipyard. I may go to the shipyard over there and put that larger sail on this ship. So we shall see. So I think this, oh, and I know somewhere else I'd like to go. Let's see if they're still open. I don't know if they stay open late. There's a vendor out here. There's different ways to get there. I could have just jumped off the little bridge thing that was near, but here we go. Over there, that bridge. But I'm going to go this way to get there, and I'm just going to like hop right over here. There's a guy over here who sells fresh fish. Oh no, he's gone. No. Or is he? Yeah, no, no. That's okay. So I'll sleep at the inn, and then I'll probably come buy some fresh fish. That just means I don't have to catch all the fish that I smoke, right? And they only cost like 1 coin a piece. In fact, it turns out, I didn't know this until very recently, most of the food vendors, I guess, in most places, especially the smaller villages, you know, their food is even more affordable than buying food by the crate, which actually makes sense. They're just selling you the food. They don't have to have a wooden crate as well and seal it up, so they can give you a better price, you know. So you would think buying individually would not be that efficient, but in this game, it actually makes sense that it does, and actually it is pretty efficient, especially smaller ports, to just buy individual food. Oh, now they're finally leaving. And I can hear a howling wind in the distance. It definitely is the haunted market. Especially because there's one guy still here. Oh, there's somebody else. They're still closing up, I guess. They don't have animations for that. I don't know if they ever will. In this game, honestly, that's not that important. I mean, it's got an amazing sailing simulation, also an economic simulation, and an excellent cargo delivery game. So, I mean, it'll be cool. It'll be nice. I'm sure it is kind of needed. At least some kind of animations. They just are. Wow, they're like statues. Anyway. Right. Oh, the inn. I'm gonna stay at the inn. And tomorrow I'm gonna buy some fish. And perhaps something else. I'm not sure. And of course I could buy a crate of fish, but the guy over there, he just sells them so cheap, you know. Alright, here we go. Well, I'm nice and well rested. I'm not thirsty or hungry at all. But look at this. There's a storm right here at Gold Rock City right now, it seems. It's nice I got so much money. I don't have to rush out there and find a job and find a mission or whatever. I've got like all this money. Oh, I can't. I'm just going to buy some. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. I don't have a room to store it, but I'll just carry it over there to my ship. I'm going to buy some wine to celebrate. Oh, and apparently this can help you to sleep through the night if you are waking up a lot. Like if you're in a storm, I think it wakes you up a lot. You know, if you're hungry or thirsty, you wake up. But apparently if you drink some wine and get a little drunk, you'll sleep anyway, or something. So there, you know, it makes sense for some things to make you sleepy. It was before I thought, why would you want to be sleepy in this game? You know, I would always want to be well rested. But actually, that makes sense. That if you're having trouble sleeping. You could have some wine. Anyway, I got it to celebrate. I'm going to mount this world map, and I guess I'll put it here for now. Let me raise it up a bit, maybe. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. In fact, I could raise this one up a bit. That would be kind of nice. Oh, is that about the same? Like that? A little crooked. Like that? Yeah, nice. Okay, so, yay! I've got the world map now. And that tells you pretty much what's in this game. And I am currently, of course, down here in the Al Ankh region. Well, actually, that includes Oasis. If you really, the region itself is really like this, right? Yeah. Basically, directly east is the Emerald Archipelago. So, you know, my first thought was to go there, but that's generally, apparently, against the most common wind. Most commonly, it'll actually be blowing. The wind will be blowing this way. Wait, I usually do that in blue, right? Let's be consistent. Something like, well, I don't actually know if it's directly west, but that's the most likely winds. So we would be most likely going against the wind if I did that. So again, I'm in Gold Rock City, which is in the Al Ankh region in the bottom left. So I think I'm actually going to go to Fort Astron, which I've never actually been to. I've briefly tested out the ship that you get in the Emerald Archipelago, but I've never been to the Fort Astron region. It's apparently a temperate region with, I guess, unpredictable winds. The storms are not as common as the Emerald Archipelago, but more common than Al Ankh, I'm assuming. Anyway, apparently it's also a good strategy, as I read, I think, on the forums, that you could go like directly northwest for a day after leaving Gold Rock, and then go pretty much straight northeast. And then it's a great way, apparently, usually if the winds will usually be pretty favorable for that. So that might be what I'll do when I cross the ocean the first time. Anyway, I got an ocean map, a world map. There's cool stuff too. I mean, like, there's like this here, right? What the heck? So there is at least one location that's not in any of the main regions. And then there may be other locations that are secret. I don't know. I will not speak of such things. I will not spoil the secrets of any kind. Okay. Anyway. So I'm nice and rested. Oh, is the market opening up and it's storming? Maybe not the best time to set out. Just feels like a bad omen, right? Do I need to buy anything else before I... Well, I guess I'll need to customize the ship. That's probably the next thing that I'll buy. I thought about buying a mug, but I don't really need one. This is kind of cool. The chip log allows you to estimate pretty closely what speed you're going. But you have to cast it out like a line and wait for it to tell you, like you... So it's not immediate or anything, of course. Oh, I need to buy this probably. Yeah, okay, I forgot. When I'm crossing the ocean, I'm pretty sure this is the main way I'm gonna... Like, I'm gonna need that for one of the navigational measurements. Because with the quadrant alone, you can actually do quite a bit. But I think to get all of the readings I need to really pinpoint, or at least pretty closely, my location, I'm going to need this. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this. Man, that's expensive though, isn't it? $544. Well, I can easily afford it, even if it is expensive. So I'm going to buy the chronometer, which is the fancy word for clock, of course, but it just sounds way cooler, right? The chronometer. Apparently this thing is perfectly always on time for the Fort Astron region. So when it's noon on this thing, it's exactly noon at Fort Astron. And for now, I'm just going to stick it on the side of the ship right there. Well, do I want it behind the grill, right behind the grill? That looks really bad. Where shall I put it for now? Oh, I guess I could put it perhaps... Yeah, I could put it like kind of like there. It's not bad for now. That's fine. Okay. Still got so much money. 2,500. 2,508 coins. I still have enough, I think, to get... I'm not going to buy it, but it just makes me curious. How many coin would I have left if I were about to buy that ship here at Gold Rock? I think we do this here until it's about 2,500 on the top. And it would be, apparently, yes, apparently it would still be enough. I would have 87 gold lions if I did that. And, wow. So I'd be able to buy the ship and still buy stuff for it, like furniture and whatnot. But I just love this little ship so much. And plus, I think there's other ships I may want to buy first. And I want that challenge, of course, of trying to make it across the ocean, which I think I know how to do that now pretty well. And technically you could do it with just a compass if you were really confident, or even a regular compass. You could do what I showed you just a bit before, a few minutes before, and basically travel for like 1 day northwest out of the Outlook region, and then just go northeast and try to hold northeast heading, and eventually you should reach Fort Astron. That's probably what I'm going to try to do. Oh, there's the storm. Doesn't look that bad. I could set out. I actually don't have a mission. And at first I was going to customize the sail anyway, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to unhook these, and I don't even need to go very quickly. I don't have to go very far either. I just kind of have to sail the ship out this way, right? And then just kind of turn around and come back. And I'll be going just beyond that thing in there. And I don't even have to tie it off, apparently. I can just roll it right on in there. And there it goes. It's going on its own anyway, you know. It'll do it. It'll be fine. It'll do it on its own. No, I wish it'll. No, I don't wish it would do it on its own. That would be weird. And that's the challenge of this game, is learning. Look at that. It's following the great line, though. It's got it. Anyway, I'm gonna go over there, or my ship is gonna go apparently, and I'm just gonna watch it. No, I'm gonna go over there and pull into the shipyard, and then jump out of this thing, and I should have plenty of money to freaking add whatever I wanted. I probably, if I wanted to, I could remove the roof back here, this canvas roof. I could replace it with a wooden roof. I could remove it entirely, I think. I could remove it and then add a second mast if I wanted to get crazy with it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I want the simplicity of one mast, one sail, and I think I still want a lateen sail so that I still kind of understand what I'm doing. But there's lots of lateen sails, so there's taller ones and longer ones. There's a long one I've had my eye on that I assume would work okay. It looks like it'd be fine. I don't know. I don't know much. I'm not a real sailor, and you know, I'm not a sailor in real life, but there's some ones that I've checked out when I wasn't recording to see what they look like, and I can definitely afford it for sure. And they look like it would probably work pretty well. It will be a little more top heavy perhaps, but I'll try to be mindful of that and not load my cargo at all top heavy if I can do it. Because a lot of times I actually do load it a little more vertical than I really need to. Wow, look at that. I never even lowered the sail. I got enough just basic thrust to make it in here. Okay. So, the shipyard person is here, and we just go over here and hello, sir. And we left click here, and it'll just do a crazy spinning wild motion, and it grabs the ship and throws it up here to give me a preview. And of course I can choose the angle and the distance of the camera so I can get a good view of it. And yeah, I'm gonna mess around with that. First of all, I can select that one mast that I've got and remove and then select the small lateen sail that I have. So I had a small lateen. I'm gonna remove that. I've already messed with this, and there's really no option unless I use a taller mast. So I'm going to switch to a tall mast. So far the cost is 243 Alonk lions. I got a lot of lions. Let's see. Also, there's cool stuff you can do. Add this thing called the bowsprit. Or bowsprit. Oop, I kind of screwed up the camera there. Oh, you can move it with holding down right mouse button. Oh. I'm learning all kinds of things. Anyway, you can stick, yeah, so there's the bowsprit on the front there that's just like a extension. You have to add that if you want to put certain kinds of lines, rigging and sails and whatever it would be called or some such. Like these, for instance. I think I'm not going to do that. I want to keep it simple as possible. It looks cool, but I want to make sure that I don't screw this up. Like, I want to make sure I can still sail this thing without having to handle too many different ropes and pulleys, essentially. Anyway, so nice tall mast. Oh, here's where I can change the roof option. The wooden roof is more top heavy, though. I can get rid of the roof. Gosh, the roof makes it so cozy, you know, but that's definitely a possibility. Oh, actually, that might be good, too, because when I tested this, I didn't try doing this. I could... previously, when I tested, I had to raise the sail up quite a bit. Look how big that is. That's too big, right? Like, I have to wonder, it'll tip me over if I let it have too much wind. And the wind is coming from the side, and I don't have my angle properly tuned in. Yeah, probably is too tall. That's the 9-yard lateen. So just for the fun of it, we're going to look at the 12-yard lateen. It's taller than the mast. Of course, it won't. So this, of course, won't work. It won't let me do this. And the fact at the bottom left here, there's the current order summary, and here in all caps it says mast too short, and there's not actually a tall enough one on this ship, from what I understand, which makes sense. It's too small for that. It would just be insane. It would not work. Like, it would work for a minute until you got some wind, and it would just tip over. It'd be kind of hilarious, actually, but it won't even let you, of course, go too insane. Anyway, so there's another one though. What is it? The long lateen. Right. This is the one that looked nice. It looked quite nice. Now, if I hadn't removed the roof, I'd have to raise it up quite a bit. I do want it to be raised up some, but so you can go quite high when you're... Yeah, okay. Not that high, though. So I can go that high, but I don't want to do that, of course. That's way too top-heavy. So, do I want to get rid of the roof? Let me add it back, and then see... Yeah, that's what I thought. You can actually have it... It looks like it collides a little bit, but it still would work. Because otherwise, I could take that long lateen and raise it up a notch. But I wonder if that's too top-heavy. I have no idea, but it doesn't look too bad, you know, but... Oh, I can't do that now. It's colliding with the roof. Do I want to keep the roof? It's a large element in making it feel cozy. Is that enough reason to end up at the bottom of the ocean? I don't know if that'll make the difference, but... Oh, you know, I am crossing the ocean, and without a roof at all, I'm even less top-heavy. It's just a cloth roof, but it has the wooden supports. Oh, speaking of which, oh no, I can't do that. Oh, my maps and my lanterns. Oh, the stuff's all hanging off that. No, I can't get rid of that. No. Okay, I'll just have to risk it. Now, I've checked other sails. Of course, I could try other ones. I'll go ahead and try another. There's other ones that possibly would work. I don't know. Like, this tall lateen is not too ludicrous. I have to move it up because of the roof. Actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? I don't know which one would perform better. This would, in theory, be a little bit more top-heavy, I guess. Looks like it would perform really well, though, doesn't it? I don't like it. Just looking at the shape and size, it just seems like it would be nice. Oh, and it tells you here. That's right. It tells you down here, tall lateen area 66. So that's probably like the square footage or some such. Basically, how much maximum sail surface. So actually, let's check that. Let's check the tall lateen has 66. So if I instead add back the, let's see, the lateen, long lateen. Ooh, it's 75. Oh, that's interesting. You can have it either high up, or you can have it a little too low. It'll collide. Oh, it looks so weird though. Yeah, I'll probably be seeing the sail sometimes when I'm trying to look at the map. So I won't do that. But anyway, this has more surface area. long lateen. It may also be less top heavy, although because it's more sail, it may actually be more top heavy in the end. But it's 75 instead of 66, so it's even more surface area. That sounds freaking good to me. I'm gonna go with that. Now, unless I add the bowsprit and those other extra lines, then I can't put like additional sails. I know that you can get even better performance out of this with something like that, but I want to keep something very simple. One sail, 2 ropes and pulleys. It should perform very similar to what I had, except if I do it right, I should get more speed. Alright, that's going to cost me 374 Alonc lines. That's not even that much. And you know I never keep my ship clean, so I'm going to go ahead and add the cleaning fee. So they'll clean the entire ship. 430 Alonc lions. Sounds good to me. Confirm. Oh, yeah. Nice. Up in the top left, I can click Exit Shipyard. And it's like we have a new ship, kind of. It looks very similar to our old ship, but that's what this game allows you. Now, that's not all. That's not even close to all of it, of course. There's all those different types of sails. You can move the mast backward or forward. I forgot to do that. I don't know if I wanted to or need to. You can possibly add a second mast, although you probably would remove this roof, as I mentioned. So there's so much you can do. You can recreate it, like historical types of ships. You can come up with your own designs, and a lot of them may not work that well, and you may have to be careful. A lot of them will be dangerous, meaning if you have too much sail out and the wind comes crosswind across your ship, oh gosh, what am I even doing? You may, oh gosh, you may probably have to get out and push it. You may get tipped over in stormy conditions and windy conditions. I may need to bring the sail back up. I did not. This is not at all ideal. Shipyard is quite narrow. Like, I was trying to back up and then maybe turn around, but there's not enough room to really do that. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm like that ship in the Suez Canal. No. Not even close, but anyway, where is the wind coming from? So it's, oh yeah, I'm almost into the wind. No wonder I'm going backwards so much. So it even is like a new ship in the sense that apparently I need to learn how to sail it. I don't even know. Dang it, I've never... I never had this much bad luck in the, oh yeah, you don't have to, you can hold down F, I forgot. You don't have to spam it at all, and it's way better. When I was testing this out before, I never did give it enough time to get turned around and freaking stuck in here. And I don't know if I really want to let the sail down at all right now, actually. Just got to get... Well, I was going to say I got to get some forward momentum, but straight forward is a wall, so I can try that, but... Oh yeah, force it. It's like it's starting to get a decent angle. Anyway, this is embarrassing. But I've got a nice new ship here, essentially. They cleaned it up all good for me, and now I'm just like crashing it immediately. Come on. Oh, it's just going backwards now. Oh lordy. Oh wait. I'm a dummy. I'm sure I could have just ran over there and entered the shipyard again, and then exited the shipyard. That actually would have been excellent. That's what I might do. That's what you do. But I might be able to get it free here with enough stubbornness. But that's probably what I should do. Yeah, this is stupid. Anyway, before I embarrass myself further, I'm going to do that. Good God. This guy thinks he's going to cross the ocean. But he has no idea what he's doing. Now, basically, you can't get to running your mouth when you're sitting in the shipyard, especially when the wind is blowing almost directly at you. Because there's not enough room to turn around in here, basically. Alright, so this should be fine now. I'm going to let this down some and get the heck out of this freaking shipyard. Yeah, there we go, here we go, here we go. Kinda. I hope I built a ship that is ocean worthy. I figured just moving that sail up just enough to get it high enough would be fine, and it probably will be. It already seems like it's tipping over a lot, and I have no cargo, but we'll, you know, I guess we'll see. Okay, I made it out of that horrible situation. That was easy. So if you get stuck in the shipyard, you get turned around, you get horizontal, you get like that dang Ever Given in the Suez Canal. All you gotta do is run over to the shipyard guy and be like, hang on, can I enter the shipyard? And then can I exit the shipyard after that, please? Oh, this is not gonna be easy. Hang on. Oh my god. I swear I've played this game almost 100 hours. No, just these docks are really high, really tall, so you gotta be pretty close to make the jump. Kinda close, so it becomes a bit of a problem if you're not. Wow, so got out of that adventure. Man, I got a lot to learn about shipyards and sailing and all manner of things. Okay. It's so cool though. Look at that. I've got all this new stuff in the ship. It's all customized. I gotta get the grilling. Oh, I've got the clock. Excuse me, sorry, the chronometer. You'd think I knew what I was doing, but then if you watch the last 5-10 minutes, you would have severe doubts. Game's better over here. I've noticed something about Gold Rock City. I don't know if it's something that shows up later in the game, but there's this one empty market stall here right at the dock. I think last time I was here, it was like late in the day, and I thought, oh, okay, there's nobody there, but is it only certain days of the week? I doubt that. Probably what it is there's definitely something planned to go there, probably. But it's not ready yet to go into the game, because of course the game still is in early access. Alright. I think it's time to get a mission. Test this thing out. I'm not going to go to the open ocean right away, because obviously I'm not ready for that. I need to actually sail this thing at least once, maybe, to make sure that it's seaworthy, and then we'll find out later if it's ocean worthy. So I'm going to grab me a mission, maybe some trade goods, and see what I can get. Or see what I can get and where I'm going. So I've got access to so many different trade goods, and I can afford almost all of them. I cannot afford gems or gold, but there's some amazing stuff on here. And one of them looked really, really good is actually goods. So if you want some trade goods and you want to get extremely literal about it, you can buy goods once you get enough money. Now they're expensive, but not too bad. 204 coins per crate, and it's a bit heavy. 80 per crate. It's a standard crate, so it's not going to be a small crate. But if we look at the profit column, well, hang on, I covered up the number. If you look at that column on the right, Neverdin looks amazing. 137 per crate. Yes, indeed, I will indeed. And there's also other good things that Neverdin would definitely enjoy. So I'm going to buy at least 4 of those. Oh, look at that. It shows you right away before you even go. I thought I saw it before. I didn't pay that much attention before. It actually shows you what the profit has already dropped to after you've sold that many, or because I've purchased that many. That has altered the price already. So now it's 112 per crate for Neverdin. Anyway, which is fine. Actually, I was going to mix it up anyway and do some other items because there's definitely other stuff. One of them is actually oranges, but I don't know if I can unseal a crate of oranges to eat. But I'd love to, so I'm going to buy a couple of those at least. Maybe I'll open. Oh, oh wow, that was a lot of my money. And I may save one for myself. And forest mushrooms looked good as well to Neverdin. Oh, and those are not good, the rabbit furs, but forest mushrooms looks good. Good enough. Well, it's kind of pricey though. Did I already buy one of these? Oh, I can't afford much of these now. Okay, yeah, I'll get some forest mushrooms because they're a nice small crate and they weigh very, very little. About 12. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, I've bought all that I can buy. I've got 200 coins left. Wow, I had 2,000. I just spent 1,800 coins on trade goods. So you see, once you get farther in the game, man, you can really buy a lot of trade goods, and of course, trade goods, if you do it right, make you a lot more money than missions. It's still good to do missions, though, because, you know, I've definitely not maxed out my reputation in the Alonk region, and you want to get as much reputation as you can before you do a lot of trading, honestly, because you'll get better prices for your trade goods. You get better prices in the shops, and also better prices when buying your trade goods. So what I do basically is if I'm trying to make a lot of money, and I've got plenty of money, I'll do a lot of trade, and then I'll do one mission. You know, you can pretty much always do a package of mail. So, you know, at the very least, I'll grab that mission. And then if there's like a nice mission of some small lightweight crates, I might throw those in there as well. Wait, can I unseal these? Ah, yes you can. Okay, I shall save an enormous package of oranges, apparently. But that will completely satisfy my vitamin needs. But I mean, I need to be sure, I need to be careful. I need to make sure I do not open that for a long time, actually. Because I don't need fruit until I've been out at sea for a while. And in fact, if I open it and start eating from it right away, by the time I need it, it might be gone. So, yeah, that's going to be for my ocean voyage. Although that's kind of a heavy thing to put all the way at the front there. I'll actually probably move some of these firewood and fishing hooks and change this up here. Okay, that looks much better, I think. I've got the oranges packed away there. And maybe that's perhaps a bit early of a time to buy that if I'm not doing the ocean voyage yet. But I think I'm going to do it really freaking soon, so... You know, so I could go ahead and sell... Oh, gosh. I could go ahead and sell the... oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hang on. So when you when you fall out of your ship and you're holding cargo, really what you want to do is try to get to the ladder until you see the ladders highlighted, and press F so you can get back on your ship. Anyway, gosh. As I was saying, I could sell the oranges, like both of these packages of oranges, when I get there and make a nice hefty profit. But I really enjoy a good, properly ripe orange in real life. And gosh, it sounds like it'd be nice to have oranges I can eat. I'm not going to eat them yet. I have to save them. I have to save them for a while. But yeah, I'll probably go. I will most likely be going on that ocean voyage very soon. Okay, it's time to grab a couple missions, and I think I'll be ready to head out. Yeah, I want something nice and lightweight. And I'll also grab a package of mail. And I might be able to handle more. I'll check and see. There may be another lightweight option. So, I do a lot of mail deliveries. It's a nice package because, like, it's a little bit heavy, but not much. And it's always just one package. And there's almost always at least some mail to be delivered. And it's kind of cool. It's interesting, too. It's a cargo that is more interesting than just bringing consumables and other stuff. And apparently mail delivery was not in the game, you know, in the earliest versions and such. So I'm really glad that got added at some point. That was before I started playing. So when I started playing, it was already there, and I love it, honestly. Because you can always get at least one mission, pretty much. Because you almost always should have just enough for mail delivery. It had trouble picking that up for some reason. I think I was double clicking. Oh, my mouse might be going bad too. That's how it usually starts. Oh, that's another bad omen. No, I just kidding. I'm always looking for bad omens. Well, it's just, you know, it's funny. It actually is funny to me. This game can be so immersive, it starts to recreate the concept of sailors and superstitions regarding the sea. Like, I don't do that. Just it's not like for comedic value. Like when I'm talking about the sea getting angry, it's because I usually I'm feeling that way. I'm like, wow. And when you're crossing the open ocean, especially when you're in a small ship, and especially when you possess the knowledge that that's not really advisable, it's possible, but it's not advisable at all. Then, yeah, you start thinking, gosh, I need every good luck charm I can get. I need every kind of possible, you know, positive superstition that the fates will allow, because I don't want to sink. Anyway, I'm not taking all this stuff out to the open ocean. Now let's see if there's any other lightweight mission to Neverdin. And I hope that's where I was going, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. It was Neverdin. Oh, that's definitely not lightweight. I don't really see one. You know, there's another one for goods, but dang, that's real heavy. Yeah, that's fine. I got tons of stuff. Most of it's trade. Finally ready to go. I'm going to be charting a course for Neverdin, which I believe is north by northwest. Oh, no, that's right. It's southwest. Oh, that's right. It may be against the prevailing winds. So in that case, I might actually start out going south and then turn west. The other option, of course, would be to do the classic zigzag. But it might actually be easier just to go south a little ways and then go west. Maybe the winds will have changed a bit by then, too. Speaking of which, I'm going backwards. Classic. Oh, and I probably should go ahead and light up the lantern. It's at 1% too, so it's a good thing I've got these lantern candles. It's going to need it here in a second. Alright, let's see if I can get going forward. Oh, you know what I do? What I need to do is push off from the dock. Okay, the dock's not close enough now. I'm going to push from the water by holding down F to get me moving forward, get some good speed, hopefully. Oh yeah, get some good, I just need enough so that I can make a turn. And it's got to be to the left, really, because to the right is the docks. And the only thing about this sail configuration I've got now with this sail, I've still got one sail, but one of the ropes goes right through the middle of my living quarters. Oh well, that's going to be a little annoying. That's a nice big sail, though. Oh, I'm really excited to see how much speed I can get and all that. Oh, I'm super thirsty? Yeah, I did think about staying at the inn another time, but nah, it's too late now. I'll just have to make absolutely sure I buy more water before I try to cross the ocean. Now let's see. If I have to go for at least a week, we better assume 8 days. Or if we want to be conservative, we would assume like 10 days if we wanted to make absolutely sure. Oh, I need a new lantern candle. So I wonder how much water I'm going to need. Well, I guess if you had nothing but your water barrel to rely on and no inns at all to ever stay at an inn, I'm guessing you need about 10 sips per day, maybe? You get 5 sips from this canteen that I've been using. Oh, and now I've got room again. I can put it back in my inventory. And if it is 10, I don't actually know. But let's say it were 10 per day. Then one barrel would be a maximum of 6 days, assuming you don't do any sprinting and get yourself all thirsty all the time, you know? Or eat salted fish or something else that makes you very thirsty. Alright, so I pretty much just have to do a straight southwest or west by southwest kind of direction to get to Neverdin, but like I mentioned before, I think it'd be better for me to just go south, or to go west and then southwest. Anyway, I can't go directly at Neverdin. It looks like that is probably going to be pretty much directly into the wind. Oh. And yeah, honestly, I don't know that I have the patience to do the zigzag this time. I think I'd rather just sail for one heading for a little while. Maybe do a bunch of fishing, right? I gotta start grilling a bunch of fish. If I want to have a bunch of, smoking a bunch of fish. If I want to have preserved fish for the ocean journey. Oh, I guess I could go ahead and let the sail all the way out. And see if it tips the boat over if I die. No, I think we won't really know that until I get into a storm. Alright, so that's all. It was maybe already all the way down. My sailing angle also may not be that great, like, and maybe I should let this out just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to start out just going west for a little while and go from there. In which case I'll have to bring this back in, it looks like. And I may not be able to go straight west. Well, yeah, pretty much. Alright, here we go. Off to Neverdin with a ton of stuff. Not just in goods and missions, actually, but also in new stuff on the ship. And new options like this new smoker. Very nice. Yeah, okay. I caught 4 fish. But it looks like this smoker at least, can hold up to 6 fish. And if I slice the fish first with the knife, it will take much less time to smoke. But it'll be easier to burn them, actually, too. Because you have to keep your eye on them. They'll smoke more quickly. But smoking takes a while either way. But I'm thinking about trying to smoke these whole. Which I'm also thirsty I'm hungry right now, so I was gonna grill some of the fish, at least one of them. Maybe a couple, so I'm gonna have to catch a few more fish. So it only took me a couple of hooks to get those 4 fish. So I got kinda lucky there. Well, that's probably average maybe, but anyway, I'm gonna have to spend a few more hooks maybe and catch some more fish so I can start smoking a bunch at once and grill a couple as well. And of course, I always tend to cast my line off the rear of the ship, but you don't have to do that. You can fish from the side. It's just if you're moving, it'll slowly drift toward the rear anyway, but I've already got 6 fish on the smoker. So I'm going to get at least a couple more that I can grill. And actually, I might slice these up and see if they should grill a lot faster. And I'll be watching them when they're grilling anyway. So I don't mind them grilling fast on the, or, you know, cooking fast on the grill. But I think for now I want them to smoke slowly so I can smoke the whole fish and not have to slice those. I think that means I'll be able to smoke more at a time. Because I'm assuming if I cut the fish up and then put those pieces, I can only do 6 pieces at a time in the smoker, but I might be wrong. I should test that out too. Anyway, I've got my 7th fish here, unless I screwed that up. I thought maybe I got greedy and was reeling it in too fast. Also, the ship, I've got the sail all the way down, and the ship does seem to be tilting over quite a bit. Oh, I'm gonna need another hook as well. But yeah, it kind of worries me. I've been having to stand on this side of the ship because if I go over here, oh jeez. If I go over there, it does not look good at all. That's what I'm saying. And I guess I can turn off the lantern now here. All right. Oh, what the? You see what I mean? Perhaps I have overdone it a little bit. Maybe I should bring the sail up a bit. Oh, my angle's probably not that great either for the sail, which is going to cause me to tilt over more potentially. And since I went basically west straight out of Gold Rock City, I can see right ahead of me now, it looks like, must be the Isle of Clear Mind on the west side of this region, which I can't really show you right now with the rocky seas, but you've seen it before. Which means I pretty much need to go south from here, maybe a bit south, a bit west as well, like a south by southwest perhaps, to get to Neverdin. Anyway, alright, so I need to catch at least one more fish so I can start the grill and start the smoker and see what happens. Wow, so I've caught 9 fish. I'm actually honestly kind of shocked I had the patience to do that. I think I got kind of lucky though. I felt like it didn't take me quite as long as usual. Of course, there is some luck as to how long you got to wait before you get a bite. Anyway, the ship is tilting over a lot though. I don't even have the sail all the way down and it's freaking me out a little bit. Although I think there was a storm nearby and now it doesn't seem as bad. So I think it's calming down actually. Thank goodness. But anyway, it's been tilting over quite a bit. Perhaps I should lower some of the weight. You know, improve that center of gravity. Like, for example, I don't usually put it here, but it's a great spot, really, to put a thin package like that. Yeah, like on the side there. So I'm not quite as top heavy. Now, these are lightweight, so it shouldn't make me that much top heavy, but they are kind of high. I don't really have anywhere else to put crates, so that might have to do. But well, I could try this. Here we go. I could drop these down on the sides, be a little bit better on center of gravity, perhaps. Makes it harder to traverse the ship. It's gonna be awkward, but you know. Might not be for that long. I just have to jump over it perhaps instead of walking over there like I like to do. Oh, and then if I catch one more fish, I'll have 10 fish. I'll have a full grill and a full smoker. That seems too hard to pass up, or too good to pass up. I've already put a hook back on the line, so just got to catch one more fish and I'll maximize the grill and smoker. I had a thought. Maybe I'll do a stress test and stand on the side I shouldn't stand on and see how much the ship tilts. And this isn't even in a storm. I don't know. I'm not changing it back, but I don't know. But if I stand over here, it's not as bad, but it's still tilting, I think. Oh, where am I standing? Oh, I'm on the mail. Alright, just gotta catch this last fish and then oh, and I was gonna slice up some fish to put on the grill, so I think I'll put a couple of whole fish and then a couple of sliced fish and see how that goes. I'm extremely hungry anyway, so I need that, you know, the sliced ones should cook up pretty quick. There we go, at least compared to a whole fish. Alright. Gotta jump around to get around on my ship right now. I gotta put a new hook on it. Oh, there's no more hooks on the shelf. Oh god. Yeah, sure, why not? grab a hook. Attach it to the fishing rod, and I can put that away. Excellent. Alright, this one fish is all just kind of stuck over here. Lay it down there. Okay, I'm going to get this off of here because not the best place for it. And I can use my knife for the first time. Ho-ho, ha-ha. Alright, I'm going to take this fish and I'm going to slice it up. Just tap R. There we go. Easy. Oh, drop the knife on the floor. That's fine. Okay, let me... I don't have inventory space. I'm going to place this fish over here. Can I get more than... No, okay. And then I'm going to light this up. Because I'm really, really hungry. And the ship really is tilting over a lot. Maybe I'll reduce the sail even a bit more. As if I were in stormy seas and, you know, play it safe. Because I just want to relax and grill some fish, you know. Come on. And I'm going to put this back on the table. Or no, you know what? That's fine. I'll leave it there. Alright, so let's see. It'll be interesting to see how fast the sliced fish cook compared to a small raw fish and a large raw fish. And the large ones do actually take longer to cook. So I bet this will be... If I had to guess, I bet it's like around half the time, maybe. Maybe not that good, but I bet it's pretty good. Oh, I need to get some firewood going in the smoker. Oh, wait, I've got some over here. Yeah, alright. I'm actually kind of organized. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and fill it all the way with 3 pieces of firewood. So I've got the grill going, I got the smoker going, and wow, that's a big flame. Are we sure it's not a lot of flame for a smoker? Anyway. Alright, so that's apparently could take up to half a day. Which means maybe I should have slept beforehand, but I'm too hungry to sleep anyway, really. Oh, and I'm pointed into the wind, aren't I? I'm going nowhere. Oh, golly. Well, it's kind of good. If I'd kept going where I was going, I would have run aground at Isle of Clear Mind in a minute or two. Oh, there it is. I think I can already see Neverdin. So I'm so close to Isle of Clear Mind, which is the one I'm pointing at right now, of course, that I can also see Neverdin. And actually over here I can see another ship. Anyway, I'm drifting back toward... Alright, so I need to get a better... Oh, I'm going backwards, aren't I? Alright, I need to... Actually, I need to lower the sail, I think. And... check the stuff... Oh, no! No! Oh, a tragedy already. Oh, the first... Yeah, they slice that. Wow, the sliced fish do cook a lot faster. They cooked, and then they burnt. It is a good trade-off, though. It's like a strategy, you know. That's good game design, honestly. Slice it up, it'll cook much faster. Oh, I can't put that up there for some reason. It'll cook much faster, but that means that it could burn before you get back to it. Alright, I don't know what is going on here. I'm about to be facing back toward Gold Rock City, but at least I'll be going forward, I think. Or am I even? My goodness. Oh, is this all the way in? Oh, well, almost. Come on. Oh. I thought I lowered it all the way. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. My sail's been kind of screwed up a lot of times, and well, that's fine now. I'm wondering if it is actually colliding with that cloth roof. I don't know. Huh. Okay, I'm going backwards again, so let it turn me and go backwards here for a moment, and then a quick right turn and see if I can go forward. I might have to get out and push. That's another way, That's the easiest, really. I just need to get a bunch of forward momentum, even just enough to turn until I can get a favorable angle. And I'm not getting that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's the easiest thing. I'm not going to struggle anymore if I don't have to. I'm going to get out and hold down F when I'm looking at the back of the ship to get me going forward. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Oh, almost grabbed the dates. I'm glad I did not grab that box, because that would have been very awkward. Alright, it would be hard to get back in the ship. It would be all screwed up. Here we go. This is better, right? Can I now go forward? Turning to the right. Yeah, I'm just barely catching the wind. Turning to the right slowly, I think. And of course I could press R to lock the wheel to the right. And I could get back to my burnt. Did it burn again? How did it burn so quick? Wait, that's crazy, actually. Alright, I better eat some fish. Oh my god. My goodness. So, that one fish, all the 4 pieces I got from it, I burned. But, you gotta make mistakes to learn from your mistakes, and that's one of the best ways to learn. And in fact, a lot of things can only be learned that way. Well, at least I got a couple of cooked fish out of that. And then it's going to take several more hours, and eventually we'll have smoked fish. But of course, I'm not going to eat that right away by any means at all. Smoked fish should be preserved for as long as I need it, so that's going to be saved. I'm going to save all that for my upcoming ocean journey. So I'm finally going forward again. I'm going to have to maybe just go west again for a little ways, and then go south. It's kind of dumb to try to go southwest right now. That's mostly where the winds are coming from. Pretty much. Not quite, but pretty close. And I guess I'll just throw these overboard. I obviously don't want to eat burnt fish. I'll probably get thirsty or something, or at the very least it won't give me any nutrition. So bye-bye. Bye-bye, shimmertail slices. I have failed you. I have failed you. Yeah, until I either need to learn how to sail this ship better now that I've changed it, or I may have to change it again. I don't know. Man, it's tipping over a lot. Now, I do have a rather heavy cargo, so it may be a lot of that too. Like, I can probably avoid a lot of that problem by taking a very lightweight cargo, which I was planning to do anyway when I go over the ocean. Alright, so I should be in Neverdin soon. And I can make a whole lot of money. Oh, and it seems I also need to put more firewood in the smoker already. Which, it makes sense. When you put it in the grill, it lasts about that long. And I know the smoker will take a lot more firewood than grilling your fish. So if you don't need to preserve your food for a long voyage, don't bother with the smoker and all the firewood and time that it'll take. That's the trade-off. If you're just staying in the local region, you can catch fish and just grill it or even eat it raw. And as long as you don't catch more than you need for the next day or so, you should be able to eat it before it rots. Make sure you don't eat rotten fish, though. It will make you more hungry and also thirsty. Maybe not as bad as salted fish, but as far as the thirst goes, but it'll make you hungry instead of satisfying your hunger. Alright, well, oh, one of them's finished. Okay, alright, that wasn't too bad. So maybe twice as long as the grill, I don't know. maybe longer, but well, that's a smaller fish too. So that now says smoked sunspot fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. I think it's done. I'll just place it on the table for the moment, and then I'll be putting it into a empty crate once I've got one for that purpose. And I don't guess I'll catch more fish immediately, but maybe once 3 or 4 of them are smoked, I'll go ahead and catch 3 or 4 more and throw them on there. I'm just planning ahead for my long ocean journey. Okay, all of them are smoked now, and that didn't seem to take too long. That wasn't too bad. I didn't even sleep. I thought I was going to end up sleeping before it was done, but which I'm very, very tired now, so I need to sleep. But oh, and it's still burning away a bit. Oh, I can take firewood out. Nope. 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 Why would I take firewood out of it? It's on fire. I'm sure I can't do that. Anyway, there's so much smoked fish that freaking, oh gosh, it won't stay stacked on my little tiny table, the smallest table you get. Oh gosh. Anyway. Oh, and I actually ended up going backwards for a little while. It's just all kinds of things have been happening. And I was in the process of getting it fixed. But I wasn't quite there, clearly. I might lock the wheel to the left and then get out and shove it. I've never actually tried that. Let's try it. Because that's kind of what I'm going to need to do. Either that or a little further to the right. So let me get out and shove by holding down F while the rudder is locked. Actually, you can see that the angle of the rudder in front of me too. It's locked over. So actually, I need to get back in there quick before I run to the island here too. All right, that should do it. I'm gonna have to go kind of close to the island if I want any speed at all, and then I'll be turning basically south to get to Neverdin. Am I going forward? If I turn left, do I go left? Yes. Yes, I'm going forward. Somehow. Not very fast, though, of course. I'll try the other way then, because I can get a nice angle that way without heading directly to a beach like I would be over there. I need to get, one of these days I need to do some exploring. I've never explored any of these uninhabited so-called islands, and I've seen little structures. I can see a little structure there. Of course, that may be a spoiler. If there's something on there, that's a secret. I guess I'll have to do that between episodes, or I might do it in an episode, but I'll warn you guys well in advance, at least a minute or two. Anyway, yeah, but eventually there's exploration we can do and look for things, maybe overlooked vendors, in places we haven't checked in the cities, in the towns. Perhaps, I don't know what, I actually have no idea what would be on the uninhabited islands. I don't know if there'd be secret vendors out there, but someday we may find out. But no spoilers today. Alright, eventually I'll get moving forward. Okay, the sun is setting. The smoker is no longer smoking. The smoked fish are still steaming, though, or something there. They're still hot. And of course, I'm not going to just leave those laying all around on the ship, As soon as I have an empty crate, I'm going to use it for that. So I may actually take firewood out and place some of it on this barrel. It's an additional table space, you could say. And you know what? I've only got to take 3 more out, so I might as well go ahead and do that. Oh. Turn on the lantern would help. Right, so I'll just stack my firewood up there. One of them fell down, that's fine. They're going to fall down. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Now, this can be opened with R, or right-click, I suppose. And so I guess I can load it up with, wait. Okay, I need to open it first. Then grab the fish. Right. That's one way to do it. Or I could probably have it in my inventory and then take it out of there and put it in there. But I'm going to grab these and start to make my own crate of provisions for my ocean journey, which is kind of cool. Other games have crafting, but in this game, like, there's no crafting, but you get to grill and cook your own, or smoke your own foods, and you can even, like, dry fruits and vegetables if you slice them and put them on, like, a drying rack. It'll happen even faster. It's very cool. I keep trying to place my knife on the table, but... Oh, wait. Maybe because the way it's, like, it's ready to be chopped. Can I rotate and then... Oh, yeah, that's easier. Okay, anyway. Alright, I should be there pretty soon, actually. Okay, I should be at Neverdin shortly, and I was just thinking, you know, when I was at Gold Rock City, I forgot to buy fish from that guy that the next day. Remember, I slept and I went and I bought stuff at the market, but I forgot to go and buy some fish, so I had to catch all those fish. I've built up quite a few smoked rations already doing that, but I don't want to have to catch all my fish, actually, because I got so much freaking money, you know? I can just buy some fish. I mean, I can buy a crate of fish. I can buy them individually. I can buy crates. So when I get here, I'm going to buy whatever raw fish I can find. But if there's not a great selection, of course, I could go to Albacore Town. You know, I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but... What's nice also with that idea is that when I get to Neverdin, which of course is like down here... Albacore Town is straight east, but also it's a pretty good distance, actually. Which means the trade good options and the mission options should pay a decent bit, because it's kind of a decent distance. So I might do that. Because I can get all the fish I want for probably the cheapest prices in the Al-Ankh region. In Albacore Town, because of course it's Albacore Town. They probably do more fishing down there than anybody in this region, I'm guessing. So there ought to be good prices there for it. And I specifically, of course, I'm looking for raw fish, actually, not the cooked variety from the grill, because you throw raw fish in the smoker and eventually smoking it preserves it, so it's essentially like cooking and smoking at the same time. So I don't know if it even works with the cooked fish, actually. Anyway, so that's the idea. I'm going to be in Neverdin soon, and I'm thinking, which might be the end of this episode probably, right? But the next trip will probably be to Albacore Town, and then really soon, I guess, I'll be crossing the ocean. Probably in the next episode, so that's exciting. Stay tuned for that, or tune in next time for that. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. There's no point really showing the arrival to Neverdin. It's going to be pretty obvious what I'll do. I'm going to unload all the cargo, except for that one extra crate of oranges that I'm going to keep for the ocean journey. And then I'm going to sleep at the nearest inn, because I've got plenty of money. And, yeah, I'll be ready for either a trip to Albacore Town or something else. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's the end of this episode. Take care, folks, and happy sailing.